We find ourselves on the Highbridge, as we did finish up yesterday, and we've got the infamous Seymour Natus boss fight to look forward to. Right, let's do a quick equipment check. We did prepare at the back end of yesterday's stream. I just want to make sure everything's in the right place. We are going with Auron as a tank in this, and we will be defeating Seymour using poison damage. That's why we made the most of the stealing in one of our earlier walkthrough episodes with Rikku. So, for those that are familiar with Seymour Natus, you'll know the pattern. For those unfamiliar, Seymour has four attacks: multi-Blazara, multi-Thundara, multi-Waterra, multi-Thera, and he uses them in that order. So the trick here is to buff Auron up as much as possible, and then to have Auron basically tank all of the hits whilst poison damage kills Seymour Natus. Now, at the same time, we will be trying to sneak in different characters. I mean, we'll try to make some steals with Rikku. We'll try to tank things with Gamari. So it should be a very, very intense battle. So we're starting with Ice Ward on Auron, and he's already got extra magic defense as well, which is great. The rest of the characters are essentially going to be tanking as and where they can. Might even be worth trying to get Rikku in SOS actually, because that means we've got a rotating character that can 100% survive an elemental attack. Okay, I'm pretty sure Kimari doesn't have his... No, he would have probably had the water ward equipped, which, you know, isn't bad. Nonetheless, let's go for it straight in. Right, let's try and get straight in. I've been buzzing for this fight for so long, it is untrue. Right, what we're going to try and do is... I think we're going to make the most of our Chocobo wing here, just so we can try and bring Auron in. Yeah, let's try this out. It's going to be very intense, very slow. Right, we even get another extra turn with Rikku, which is amazing. Right, so that Poison Fang's going to kill off. That's going to kill off Seymour. And he'll start with Blazara, which is good. We also have to try and tank an attack from Multi-Body as well. Now, is it best to do Shell or Haste? It's probably best to do Shell here. Right, that's good. Now what we'll do is we're going to switch in Lulu, because Lulu is ice proof. There's going to be a lot of switching in this fight. There we go. Auron tanking that like a beast. And Lulu. Amazing. Right, this is where the strat begins here, because Auron has enough time to heal himself and then switch armor. Now we're up against multi-Thundara, so we're going to go with Tidus. Thundara. Who can survive Thundara? I mean, theoretically, multiple people can. Yeah, let's bring in Wakka. No, should be fine here. It's not a bad outcome. Right, let's see if we can get in a free turn with Rikku here. So we've got Waterra next, and that's why we've brought in Wakka as well. Yep. Waterra. Right. Let's see if we can get Wakka in. Be good. That's not bad. Right, let's try this strat then in full stead here. I mean, theoretically, we could bring in the roaming character now. Let's see if we can get an extra turn in with Rikku. She's got fire protection. hang on. Now, this is why, as well, we stole... we did so much grinding for that fire ward. Okay, perfect. Right, we're back to ice. And we're going to tank another few hits here. Lightning again. Nice. Okay, so we've got Terra next. So you can see all of that preparation paying off here, folks. It's not glamorous, but it's getting the job done. And so, back to fire. And then we... Yep, so we're going to have double fire here, and then we're going to be able to tank, likely tank one of the a blizzard from multi-body. And it's a badass tune as well. Buzzing, absolutely buzzing for this fight. Oh, I've been for ages. Right, back to ice. So, ice. Let's see if... Kimari can survive. Come on, both on Auron. Ah, it's a shame. Right, armor. move to Thundara. So we'll move to Lightning Ward. The fact that he can tank all 3 hits is just absolutely incredible, especially this late in the game. I mean, what a guy. Right, Water is coming next. And now Fire Ward is what we need. See, I don't think Defend can reduce the magic damage. That's why it's best to just switch weapons. Moving back to Blizzara. And we could even sneak in a turn here to try and revive. Kimari. If we can get a second character back up and running, then we can bring in Rikku. I mean, it's going to do over 1,000 damage. I mean, we'll take our chance. Come on, both hit Auron. Nah. That's a shame. Okay, back to Thundara. And now Water. Yep. There may be a chance that we can revive Wakka because he has waterproof on. no one's going to benefit here. So let's get a turn in between these two. Shame he hasn't got a sensor. Rikku has though. Ah, see, we're already at 12,000, and I'm certain that the poison damage doesn't kick him into the next phase. So for all that don't know, Seymour has 3 phases in this fight. So it's looking about 7, 8, 9 turns, something like that. Back to Blizzard. Yep. Right, that's as bad as it's going to get, because we managed to tank all 3 hits there without swapping the armor, and that's why you can do this without farming the Fire Ward as well. That's a shame. Right, Water. I can't sneak a turn in. See, we need to get to a point where the RNG is good enough, or the turns, I suppose, are good enough for me to sneak in a turn to get Wakka revived. But I can't, so I'm just going to have to high potion here. So we've just had water, we're now on to fire, which is good. Get that equipped, and yeah, get a high potion on as well. So we're back to ice. God, this comes around quick. Yeah, we'll chance it. Back to fire. shit. Back to thunder. Okay, concentrate. Nice. This is intense. This is as intense, if not intenser. Oh, there. Oh, I thought that was it then. Right, just a Water. Get that blue blade bracer on. No, we must survive. Terra, and now back to fire. Come on, we can do this. Yes, he's down. Get in. Come on. Oh, and all that work just for a Thunderblade.
We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
Well?
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna?
Said you wanted to be alone.
Of course.
All of that prep work certainly paid off for that Seymour Natus fight.
Must be tough for Yuna. We leave at daybreak. If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is. I feel kind of bad leaving everything up to her, you know?
Maybe you should talk to her. I am tired. I am...
Wonder what Uni'll do, huh? Think she'll quit her pilgrimage?
That's what you want, right?
Well... if Uni really wants to keep going, then... I guess I shouldn't stop her, you know? That's what I think, anyway. I wonder if there's a way to perform the final summoning and not die. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I guess someone would have thought of it in the last 1,000 years, huh?
Yuna's off in the woods. Kamari's with her, but maybe you should go too.
Everyone's pushing us to go to Yuna.
I think it might help if you were there. It would be so easy to fight without thinking. Walk a straight line. So easy.
Right, let's drop a save in. And then we've got that scene. That iconic scene. Let's just have a look. Deservingly, we got the drop for Auron. Forever full of work, Takamari. Enjoy the scene, folks.
I always thought that this would be easier somehow. I thought that everyone would help me, with all my friends together beside me. I've been trying so hard.
Maybe you're trying too hard. They told me everything.
Everything? Well, so then, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, all those things I said. Like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad. Forgive me.
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
Yuna! Just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
Yeah. That's right. Forget all about Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all of that. You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will. Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah. Except Rikku. She'd be with you. Lulu and Wakka wouldn't hold out long.
Kamari would say yes, too, I know. But Sir Auron...
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the least I can do for you.
No. I should tell him. He deserves it. What'll I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
Hey! Xanarkand! Let's go to Xanarkand! Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then, we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkand Abes would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play, in the stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
Huh? We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
No problem. Xanarkand never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade. Then the horizon glows, almost like it's on fire. It's kinda rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter, till everything glows. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go. You...
I can't. I just can't. I can't go.
Yuna.
I'll continue. I must. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to. And yet, even if I was with you, I could never forget.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm your guardian. Unless I'm fired.
Stay with me until the end. please.
Not until the end. Always.
Always, then. Maybe you should head back to camp first.
Roger.
Arguably the most beautiful scene in any video game ever, and one of my favourite scenes of all time in a video game.
Wait, I'll go with you.
So he hasn't been fired, he's been promoted to boyfriend. Well, they all know.
Sir Auron? Wakka? Lulu? Kamari? Rikku? Everyone, we leave at dawn. And... I'm sorry for putting you through all this. And,
Enough. You need your rest.
Yes. Good night.
Right, this is a really good drop for really good item for Yuna. That will come in real handy against Yunalesca. Now, we've got to this point. Let's just check if there's anything in here. I don't think there is. No. We've got to this point a lot quicker than I anticipated. So what we'll do is we'll make it to the shop in the Calmlands. And I think we'll call this a day and just take this as a bit of a quick one. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in the Calmlands. Probably over 3 parts. I think we've been streaming less than an hour. So what we'll do is we'll get to the shop, and then I think we'll call it a day. We'll have a bit of a short one today. If we've got some time later, I'll stream again later. What you have got to prepare for around here, though, is physical attacks. That's why Wakka's evading counter weapons so important, and Nulblaze is essential around here because of the fire flan. The rest of the enemies we'll speak about when we get to them, but the Calmland, we're going to be here for quite a while.
The Calmlands. Long ago, the High Summoners fought Sin here. The road ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
Let's go.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
Ah, the Calmlands, it's been... This has felt like a distant memory, this has felt like a dream since we started the playthrough. I can't believe we're here already. One of my favourite areas of this entire game.
Perhaps you would like to know a bit about these plains. What a pity.
Actually, let's talk to Machin.
Perhaps you would like to know a bit about these plains. As you know, these plains were once a battlefield. A great battle between Bevel and Zanarkand, a melee of Machina. That war left this place a barren, lifeless land. Then time passed. The summoners took note of this uninhabited land. Great battles could be fought here with no harm to the common folk. Perfect for a final battle with Sin, as it were. Summoners wait here, ready to perform the final summoning. Ah, to know what they must feel. In any case, when Sin is defeated here, the calm will visit Spira once more. That's why this place is now known as the Calm Lands. Exactly who dubbed it so is unknown. And that, as they say, is that.
Thanks, Machin. Right, first battle, Calmlands. Nice.
This one is mine.
Certainly can be. So the good thing about equipping Rikku with evade and counter is she basically cannot lose to any of these enemies. We'll be doing a lot of stealing. I'm thinking we do a bit of a special episode with that. Because these Neberos give Poison Fangs as common drops, and the Skull gives a Dream Powder, which is an upgraded sleeping powder. As usual though, we'll go for the mech scouts. And we got the evading counter kicking in. So that's helped massively. I'm not really entirely worried if Auron gets taken out because Rikku can't lose. So let's start stealing. Poison Fang, look at that, straight off the bat. Eventually we'll just get to a point where we just use one of our items just to take all these out in one go. Or you can use Daredevil or Dancer Overdrive modes, and that basically charges Rikku's Overdrive up for free. Then take them out with a double map Potato Masher. So we're going to steal off each and then we'll take them out. And Kamari can't actually learn anything here, so we're going to bring in Yuna. Because Wakka can't be hit either. So I just want to get a steal off all three enemies. Nice. I chanced it then, not hitting Wakka, because hopefully Wakka can take these out. Wonderful. Plenty of them bomb cores still in the tank as well. Yuna with the defense. I think we'll try another steal. Nice. 3 poison fangs. So they were so hard to come by prior to this, and now they're just going to be in abundance. Right, what have we got in abundance that can take this out? 639. I mean, look, already up to 4 poison fangs. Took an hour stealing, that did, to get them before. Let's use some grenades. I'm going to be using them for anything else. We will, though, be using them when we start monster capturing. So, first battle in a really good space already. And look at that. Alert arm guard already. Yeah, not you know, massively amazing, but just got to always make sure that we swap out Rikku for Tidus, though. Let's just have a chat. Yeah, see, that misleads you because you think you can go back to Bavel, but you really can't. So, that big blob in the middle is why we're equipping the SOS Nulblaze here. And the other good thing about it is fire gems. Now we'll steal enough so we can get through Defender X, because that's how we'll be taking Defender X out. But equally, we'll be able to still them in 2s and 3s on Mount Gagazet. And we'll try and take the shred out because that hits like a truck. So, not really too concerned. I am going to use a Phoenix down. Trying to think what Rikku's overdrive mode was. I just want to test the water to see if it was Comrade. Two fire gems, amazing. Ah, it was Daredevil. Just need to sell that fire strike weapon. We do have a shop coming up though. Okay. We'll get the overdrive up. And then we'll take them out. Nice. Trying to use up some of them items we're not really getting any value out of. Should be able to take it out with the Antarctic wind. No. We're not really looking for overkills either because the drops from these aren't spectacular at the minute. It's more about the steals. Right, this shop's going to be handy. This is like the shop on wheels. Yeah, very handy. So this is where we're going to sell all of our stuff. And we also have an item that's unique to this shop alone in the game. So let's just top up on items. So, we don't need malleable staff. We don't need the shapeshifter. The buckler, we'll get it. White arm guard is not something we need. Saviour bangle, we will take. And we'll equip. Wizard bracer, don't need that at all. Auto med is definitely something we're going to need. And it's for the Unalesca boss fight. Right, let's just work through these then now. So Icebrand, any of the strikes now we're not going to need. Slow touch we'll keep around. Anything with at least 2 free slots I think is going to be good. Unit, we'll keep that just in case. That'll be good for something like Mount Gagazet. And any elemental protection we're still going to keep hold of. That Natus boss fight went down a treat. That was one of the best boss fights for Natus in Nosfigrid I've ever done. All of this can go. Confused Ward we're going to need. That's going to be for Unalesca. Lulu's got some really good stuff. Sleep proof as well, bloody hell. Right. We can get rid of that. She's got silence proof. Right, this is all the dodgy stuff. SOS shell, really? Nah, for 1,000 we'll get rid of it. I don't think we need it. That's a good drop. 3 free slots, bloody hell. Yep, that's the one we picked up in Bavel. Selling for a nice 4 grand. I think we might be able to sell that as well. That's a very nice drop. 3 free slots on a weapon, my god. Okay. Let's just do an auto. Nice. I just want to check Auron's armor. Water Ward, defense +5. So we'll get rid of Water Ward. Because as soon as we leave and to another screen or go to a battle, that shot goes. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Thank you. Right, we're heading to that shop and then we're going to call it a day. Probably half a dozen battles until we get there though. So imagine Rikku now with SOS haste. I mean, this battle just becomes an absolute, just becomes easy. Yep. We'll just get what's her names in when we can. Attacks in when we can. And we're going to chance it with Wakka's evading counter.
So, how shall we do this? Oh.
Nice evasion from Lulu there. Lulu's last effort. Nice. Final steal, then we'll take them out. Now I guess what you could do is steal 2 dream powders and then take them all out with the 1 dream powder that you sold. So you get a net dream powder, and it's likely you'll get an overkill on them all. Dream powders do about 1,000 damage compared to the 700 that sleeping powders do. But it allows you to steal in peace. It also allows Rikku to get extra turns as well. Tidal Knuckles. Water Strike, 2 free slots. Magic. Actually, that's what we'll equip Yuna with, the spiritual ring. Get that MP back up. Right, so those 2 are asleep. We steal from the mech. Wakka and Auron can chill. And Rikku can start stealing. 2 dream powders. Amazing. Nice. That's 4 fire gems from this battle. May as well just use grenades. We're not going to have much use for them outside of monster capturing. But still susceptible to stone, which is good. So, as you can see on the left there, we've got Belgamine. There's so much to do on in the Calmlands. So I think we'll leave that for another episode. Just try and get in one more. There we go. I think we'll do some steals and then we will call it a day. Nice evasion from Auron there. So the shred in the middle, that really doesn't have anything to write home about. High Pellar potions, not really that useful. Two fire gems, nice rare steel. Most of the enemies on the Calmlands as well, the smaller enemies, are susceptible to stone. So Wakka Stone Touch still making great strides with that. Nice. Chanced it then, paid off. If you don't switch Rikku back with Tidus, chances are you're going to get a game over.
Father Zook.
Long time no see. You are Yuna? You certainly don't look like Maester Keenock's murderer.
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know. It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled. We are to kill you on sight, or so it says.
What of Bevel?
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
Convenient. Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
But be careful, my friends. You have been branded enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
Thank you, Father Zook, for your warning.
Father, you came all the way here just to tell us this?
To tell the truth, I was a little curious to see this summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well. For your sake, too.
Thank you, Father.
I must be off. I shall pray for all of you.
Always good lore. So I think we'll keep the conversations till next time. Let's just sell what we've got. Welcome. So So we're good for high potions. We're going to get some grenades around here. We'll go top up on the maps. What have they got to sell? Buy plus 10% strength. I think the only one we're probably going to need that for is Lulu, but... let's see if we've picked up anything that we can sell. I think it was just that water strike for Rikku. In all fairness, is that going to disrupt? I don't think it will. Okay, let's stick in a save and we'll call it a day. Made some great progress. Seymour Natus done, dusted. Can't believe how well that boss fight went.